Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report. Let me see how quick I can get through this with how many mistakes. Maybe all of them. As we reported last week, Raw superstar CM Punk is said to be unhappy with WWE, considering leaving the company when his contract expires later this year. Punk is burnt out from 5 years of being on the road. He's not happy with other stars like The Miz and Alberto Del Rio getting pushed over him. Well, WWE wants to keep Punk on the roster and has offered him a new long-term deal, which he hasn't signed. It's interesting to note that CM Punk's real-life girlfriend, Beth, didn't know if you knew that or not, she was traded to Raw brand during the Tuesday supplemental draft, which could be seen as a move to make life better for Punk on the road. And Beth sure would, with anybody. Punk's possible departure from WWE later this year has been one of the main topics discussed during the behind the scenes, all this week, I guess. Punk's been dating Beth Phoenix for the past several months, and the two are reported serious couple. WWE's roster trade, by the way, in the past has been kept, they've kept superstars and divas together, the male stars, and if they're couples. With most notably example is Michelle McCool being moved to SmackDown a few years ago so she could travel with her husband, The Undertaker. Oh, Chris Jericho is gone from Dancing with the Stars, but the ratings are in. Dancing with the Stars recap show at 8 p.m. drew a 2.4 adult rating between 18 and 49. The regular Dancing with the Stars results show drew a 3.5 rating, up 17% from last week. Usually towards the end of the series, they go up in ratings because it's about the end of it. Vladimir Kozlov, remember him? The hard-headed sucker, but they made him quit using that, really, because of concussions. Anyway, he turns 39 today, and they really don't know how to use that guy, do they? Alright, legend Hillbilly Jim, he's going to be appearing on May 1st at Cheney's Dairy Barn and Farm in Bowling Green, Kentucky from 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock for a fundraiser for St. Jude's Hospital. He's a good guy, I know him well. He knows me well too, so don't... Anyway, Tyson Kidd versus Trent Beretta was taped last night before SmackDown taping for Thursday's Superstars on WWE website. Trish Stratus has been named 2010 Businesswoman of the Year by Top Choice magazine in Canada and appears on the cover. I thought Top Choice was a dog food. Maybe I'm wrong. Silver Vision has confirmed that WWE's upcoming Rey Mysterio, The Life of a Masked Man 3 DVD set will have 2 matches from the ECW days, 6 matches from the WCW days, and 12 matches from the WWE days. The LifeMagazine.com has, the LMagazine.com has a review up of That's What I Am with Randy Orton in it. Of course, now he don't really star. I mean, he's not the starring person. He's just in it. It's a WWE film. Here we go. Ready for the review? With That's What I Am, WWE Studios shifts away from the big, dumb actioners that have been seen cranking out at an alarming rate since 1992 in favor of a similarly moronic period piece, Tolerance Tale, which ends up resembling a indie flick chewed up and spit out by the Hallmark Channel. Hallmark just wouldn't even touch. I don't know. Something's wrong with the writing, or I don't know what it is, man. But WWE trying to stay away from the word wrestling. It was interesting to note that WWE has released another Submission Wrestling t-shirt for Daniel Bryan. How much you willing to bet? Hey, you better get one if they're out. They may get recalled. Did you notice Bret Hart on Tough Enough the other night? He mentioned wrestling a couple times. They didn't bleep it or anything, but they just blanked it out. Dark match before, they shouldn't be so sensitive. Dark match before last night's WWE taping saw NXT winner Johnny Curtis defeat Alex Riley. Riley spoke before the match and said now that he's on SmackDown, he would show he doesn't need The Miz. Bet me. After last night's WWE SmackDown tapings, Greensboro, North Carolina, John Cena filming a wrestling scene for Nickelodeon's Fred the Movie 2, where Cena teams with his son, Fred, against two bullies. Cena and Fred came out to their own Titantron video, while bullies came to Gangrel's old theme. After filming, Cena spoke on the mic and said the movie's going to be released in October. Sheamus came out, got hit with an attitude adjustment to end the show. Everybody went home happy, except Sheamus. Boy, he's getting mistreated something fierce anymore. Poor guy. Michelle McCool versus Layla is going to be announced for Extreme Rules pay-per-view this Friday's SmackDown. A little bit of a spoiler. Anyway, the rest of the, I'll get to, there's little stipulations on there too. Triple threat match is going to be WWE title, John Morrison, The Miz, and Cena. Ladder match, of course, going to be Christian Del Rio. Last man standing match is going to be Punk Orton. And Falls Count Anywhere, Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, and of all things, country whipping match. Ross Lawler versus Cole Swagger. And anyway, it's going to be a no DQ, no count out. Loser must leave SmackDown. Layla versus McCool. See how that works out. Alright, Alberto Del Rio and John Cena is currently planned for SummerSlam with either the world title on the line or the WWE title, which I mentioned yesterday. I think I also mentioned Jack Carpella has launched a Twitter account, which is probably just overran with tweets. Alright, I think I got it's kind of a slow news day. Anyway, if you got any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll try to get them on live, or I'm live on tape, by the way. Or I'll put the answers in the comments as soon as I find out the answer myself, if I don't know it off the top of my head. So, hey, thank you guys for clicking. I gotta go.